Dear friend, I know how hard it is when disappointment takes over, especially when it comes to those who were close, those you saw as your hope, your support, your light. It hurts, like something inside you is breaking, like you were reaching out your hands, but all you met was emptiness or even coldness. Let me tell you something important. Your feelings are valid. Disappointment is not a sign of weakness, not a mistake, and not your fault. It's simply a signal that your heart longed for warmth, honesty, and mutuality, and didn't receive it. This means you're alive, that you know how to trust, that you care. And that's a beautiful quality to have. But it hurts right now. And in this pain, you may feel like closing yourself off, distancing yourself from people to avoid being hurt again. Perhaps there's a sense of loneliness, injustice, or even confusion. And that's okay. Let yourself feel this sadness. Let yourself not have to be strong right now. Disappointment often comes to those who see the world with wide open eyes, who are ready to love, who hope that sincerity will be mutual. You weren't wrong, and you weren't naive. You were simply being yourself. But sometimes, the reality of people differs from our expectations. Not because you're too demanding, but because we're all different, and not everyone is capable of giving us what we need. Sometimes, disappointment reveals that certain relationships were built on illusions. We saw in people what we wanted to see, rather than who they really were. This doesn't make them bad, but it teaches us to look deeper, more carefully, with greater understanding. It's a bitter but valuable lesson. It's possible that disappointment is a signal for you to reassess your boundaries. Maybe you've been forgiving too much, waiting too long, hoping something would change. Maybe you gave more than you received, believing in someone more than they believed in themselves. This isn't your fault. But perhaps now is the time to ask yourself, what do you want to keep in your life, and what is it time to let go of? It's important to remember that your worth isn't defined by how others treat you. You matter. You are deserving of warmth, respect, and genuine connection. If someone didn't give you that, it doesn't mean you're unworthy of love. It simply means those people couldn't or wouldn't show up for you in the way you needed. And you know what? Disappointment isn't the end of the road. It's a transition. Sometimes it helps us see reality more clearly, let go of illusions, and grow from the experience. It may be painful, but it's often a necessary step forward. Allow yourself to feel this disappointment, but don't let it harden inside you, turning into bitterness or mistrust toward the world. People are different. Yes, there are those who hurt, who fail to meet our trust. But there are also others, those who will understand you without words, who will stand by you not only in joy but also in difficult times. They exist, even if it feels like they're nowhere to be found right now. Do you know what helps with disappointment? Taking small steps toward healing. Maybe it's a warm cup of tea and a blanket on a rainy evening. Maybe it's a book where you'll find wise words that reflect your feelings. Maybe it's a walk in the park where the trees, without asking questions, simply offer their silence and peace. Or maybe it's this letter I'm writing to you, so you know you're not alone. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to be with yourself. Remember what brings you joy, what makes you happy, who makes your life brighter. Let it be small moments, but from these moments, a whole life is built. You may not believe it now, but the world is bigger than the circle of people who are hurting you right now. There are those who feel deeply, who know how to support, who will be there for you in joy and in hardship. Your path doesn't end with these people. I'm not asking you to open up again right away or to trust again immediately. No. Protect yourself. Breathe. Allow yourself to move at your own pace. Just know that somewhere out there, There may already be someone who will one day say the words you need to hear, and you'll feel the warmth of friendship, trust, and genuine understanding again. You're not alone. I'm here, and the world is here, even if it feels cold right now. With all my heart, your friend.
Dear listeners, thank you for taking the time to care for yourselves and for supporting our project. Your well-being matters, and we're grateful to be a part of your journey. Please feel free to share in the comments how you're feeling and what's on your mind. What topics would you like to explore in healing practices? Your thoughts and experiences help us create content that truly supports you. We are here for you, and we wish you a peaceful and wonderful day.